Welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Drink. I'm your host, Corey, and this is Linden, our bartender extraordinaire, mixology expert, and all-around great guy. It's Tuesday. That means Sunday was 2 days ago, and tomorrow's halfway through the week, so let's go ahead and have a drink.
I'm in for that, man. Sounds good to me.
All right. What do we have here today?
I've got something special for you today, Corey. So I bought a brand new bourbon I've never tried before. It's called Angel's Envy. It's a Kentucky bourbon. It's finished in a port wine cask. Never tried anything like this before. I've heard lots of good things about this, but we're gonna be making an old fashioned out of it today.
Okay.
With a little bit of a Christmas twist. So we're gonna add some cherry whiskey to it.
Ooh, okay. Do you mind if I take a look at the front of this bottle?
Go for it, man.
We have angel wings on the back from the cellars of Lincoln Henkler. Sounds important.
Yeah, it must be.
And then this right here is, what's this specifically?
So this is our McGinnis cherry whiskey. Basically, it's just, I'm mostly adding this. It's gonna give us a nice red color. I really don't want to ruin the bourbon. Any bourbon enthusiasts out there, I apologize. I'm not ruining it. I'm just making a little cocktail.
What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do to you?
There's people who are really passionate about their bourbon, and I get it. I respect it.
Okay.
So they don't like it usually when you mix it with something it's not supposed to be mixed with.
Oh, this sounds taboo then.
It is a little bit, but it's a Christmas drink, guys. It's okay.
We are 1 week away from Christmas, so let it go, bourbon guys. He knows what he's doing, and I'm sure it'll be delicious.
It's very good.
And if it's not, we'll let you know, and we'll never do it again. All right, so where do we start?
Here we go. All right, I'll get us started here. We're gonna make 2 of these up for us here. So it's, again, it's just a cherry old fashioned, basically.
Okay.
Nothing too special with it, just a little bit of an invention I had here. Right.
So do you pre-think these in your dreams, or do you come up with these while you're at work at your bartending job? How do you normally come up with these ideas?
For the most part, I come up with them when I'm at work. I'm surrounded by alcohol there, right? So I kind of just like to experiment, do what I can. I use my customers as my loyal test subjects. They're awesome. They love it. They let me kind of just, have free reign and make whatever I want for them.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I'm going to become your customer at your work.
You're my customer right now, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. First,
free too.
We're going to start with the bourbon.
Okay. Here, let me hand you that.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
I'm doing something.
Do that. I'm going to grab the first glass, bring it right over here.
I will say I'm
not
really a bourbon guy. I find it smoky and it tastes. It's not like whiskey or scotch. It's a little smoky for me, but I just never really got into it like I do like a good bottle of 12-year Glenfiddich, stuff like that.
Yeah, I get you, my friend. I'm not typically a big bourbon guy either, but once it's mixed into an old fashioned, a little bit of a different story here. I kind of becomes a bit of a cocktail rather than just the straight bourbon.
Okay.
And that burn feel that you get from it. So you got the bourbon in there. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of simple syrup.
Ooh.
There are actual measurements for this, but any bartender you talk to is gonna do it this way. You kind of just count in your head.
You feel it.
So it's one, and we're done.
Look at that.
That's all you need for the simple syrup there.
That's amazing.
Go.
Could you have lit that on fire?
We probably could. For this one, we're not going to today, though.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do 1 dash of bitters each here.
Okay.
And
this would be really good with a cigar.
Yes, 100%. Bourbon and cigars, always good.
In a leather chair, surrounded by bricks.
And we're just adding just a little bit of cherry whiskey here, guys. Probably about a 1/4 ounce. It's just for the color.
Okay. You're adding a little blood in there.
Yeah, there we go. Just some of those. That's good, get that back there. And then of course, you can't forget the maraschino cherry garnish.
Now, I'm confused about maraschino cherries. Are they just like pickled cherries without the brine and the salt?
They're like I guess you could call them pickled cherries. It's not pickling. It's more like a sugar syrup that they kind of sit in. But
okay,
I would say yeah, you could compare them to that. Let's get all this stuff out of our way here, though. These are ready to go, my friend.
That's it.
We're all done there.
Okay. Well,
we're gonna try these out.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Merry
One
Christmas.
more week.
Cheers, everybody.
May all your dreams come true and all your wishes be merry.
Delicious. Definitely a sipping drink, though. Not something you're not gonna slam that.
That does not taste like it looks.
Right?
It's like there's no like. It's just got a bit of fruit aftertones, but it's a straight up bourbon drink that really comes through. Oh, that's good.
The cherry whiskey kind of just cuts a little bit of the burn from the bourbon, but it doesn't ruin the taste.
That's great.
You know what I mean? It's amazing actually.
And then you know, by the time this Linden would pour this and it goes on a tray and it goes to the table, ice would have melted a little bit more. The cherry would have kind of let some of those juices out.
Absolutely.
And you would have a more marinated flavor, right?
Marinated for the maraschinos? Sorry.
This is great. Double cheers.
Yeah, it's one of my original ideas here.
That's
delicious.
Great. Well, thank you for that delicious drink. We have a segment here where one of us, each week, I guess we can alternate, where we bring out a surprise drink. And it's not a mixology drink, it's just a straight up drink we find that's obscure that we've never had before. I don't know how obscure mine is. I mean, it's a fairly famous name. I'll bring it out right now.
Let's see.
Granville Island Juicy IPA.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah.
So we're just gonna go ahead and pour that, and we're gonna give it a yay or a nay. What did we have last week?
Last week we had some soju, but I don't believe it made it to the episode because we had some filming issues with that. But yeah, we're just gonna alternate every week here. This is Corey's turn. I'm not gonna lie to you. I already have doubts about this. I'm not typically an IPA drinker, but
it's very cloudy.
We're gonna give it a try. And I mean, it looks kind of fruity, which
juicy, right?
Yeah, it might be good.
All right. Well, Granville Island Kitsilano Juicy IPA. That would be a Vancouver thing. So
yeah, perfect.
Cheers to everybody in Vancouver.
Cheers, everyone.
Ooh, I like that.
Not actually an IPA fan, but that's good. It doesn't have that same like, you know, a lot of the IPAs are really heavy on like the bitter aftertaste.
Yeah, that's right.
That's kind of just normal.
Just a little bit of bitterness at the end, but
maybe hazy, I guess, is the proper term.
Oh, that's good. That's refreshing, delicious.
That's amazing.
A little Christmassy too. Well, that was a good little episode. Thank you everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week, and let's all have a drink together, and don't forget to like our video, and if you don't like it, that's fine. Next week, maybe you will. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, let's have a drink, folks.
Let's have a drink.